Our journey really started a year ago. Actually, it was a year ago this month, around the end of April, when were called into the school office, and after a very, very stressful year of grade 3.
Discouraged would be the words I would have used. Discouraged, frustrated, angry, defiant, which is not at all who he was as a person. And then struggling academically, right? Couldn't read, couldn't write. Holding a pencil was just tiresome and really hard.
After a meeting in the office of the principal and a couple of teachers at the time saying, they're seeing these issues, and I knew that there were issues, and I didn't know how to meet those needs. They came up with a plan, and I went home thinking I had agreed to a great plan and mulled it over a little further, and then called my older sister, who Lori actually works with my nephew and had been there, I think, for a year at that time too. And I had seen incredible results with him, incredible improvement.
Enthusiasm, positivity, effort.
Yes.
And now, in less than a year, self-directed, just doing his own work on his own, getting his work done without anyone sitting beside him to walk him through it.
I like doing chalkboard, I like doing my blue book, I like doing my workbook, I like doing my buzzer, and I also like doing my copybook.
Watching Zach really come out of that anxiety, really come out of the low confidence, feeling like he couldn't keep up, the discouragement, watching that melt away was the most beautiful thing for me to see. And beyond that, just watching him grow academically, from a child who couldn't read or write, who didn't like to hold a fork even. He went from that kind of frustrations and not being able to do things very quickly at all. Math questions would take forever to answer, even though he was really exceptionally smart in many of these areas, intelligence-wise. The actual practicality of making, the process of getting the answers out was very, very frustrating. And watching him fire off math questions, to Lori just like this, out of the air, out of his head, that I couldn't even come up with that fast. It just, as a mom, you feel so proud and you feel so relieved as well to think, he can do this. This is okay. We're gonna be good, right? That hope that kind of starts to bubble up. And if I'm feeling that way, I can only imagine how that feels for a 10-year-old. And I will keep referring people because, like I said, it's touched our lives, not just our family, my sister's family, and others and friends.